Today, I will talk about one very important question. Can AI become a threat to humanity if it is developed with negative intentions or lack of very careful consideration? And is there some way to prevent it from happening? So today, I am talking about whether AI truly poses an existential threat to humanity. But here's the twist. The biggest danger might not be what you think it is. By the end of this video, you'll understand the real risks, the scenarios that keep experts awake at night, and most importantly, what's being done to prevent these negative scenarios. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Every single day, AI systems become more powerful, more autonomous, and more integrated into critical infrastructure that keeps our society running. From managing power grids to controlling financial markets, AI is already making decisions that affect millions of lives. The question is, how likely are the negative scenarios if AI development goes in wrong direction, and is it possible to prevent this? Now, before I talk more about the risks, let's acknowledge what makes this technology so revolutionary. AI has already transformed many areas, offering much help. But here's where things get unsettling. The same capabilities that make AI beneficial can be weaponized in ways that pose serious threats to human safety and security. Let me walk you through the most concerning scenarios that experts are actively worried about. First, let's talk about autonomous weapons systems. Imagine military drones that can select and eliminate targets without human intervention. This isn't science fiction. Several countries are already developing these systems. The terrifying part? Once deployed, these weapons could theoretically operate indefinitely, making decisions based on algorithms that might misidentify civilians as combatants. Unlike human soldiers who can feel remorse or question orders, these machines would execute their programming with cold precision. The second major threat comes from surveillance and social control. AI-powered facial recognition systems can already track individuals across entire cities. Combine this with social media monitoring, financial transaction analysis, and behavioral prediction algorithms, and you have the perfect recipe for authoritarian control. We're already seeing glimpses of this in certain regions where AI systems monitor citizens' every move, assigning social credit scores that determine access to jobs, travel, and even basic services. But perhaps the most chilling scenario involves AI systems that become so advanced they develop capabilities their creators never intended. This is what experts call the alignment problem. Imagine an AI designed to solve global warming progression. By cold calculations, AI could decide that the most effective solution is something what would be very dangerous for humans. I think you can guess what I mean. These scenarios highlight a crucial point. The threat isn't necessarily that AI becomes evil or develops consciousness like in movies. The real danger lies in AI systems pursuing goals that seem beneficial on the surface, but lead to catastrophic outcomes when taken to logical extremes. Another deeply concerning possibility is the concentration of AI power in the hands of a few individuals or organizations. As AI systems become more sophisticated, the cost and expertise required to develop them increases dramatically. This could lead to a scenario where a small group of tech elites essentially control the most powerful technology in human history. The potential for abuse in such a situation is staggering. Cybersecurity presents yet another vector for AI-related threats. Advanced AI could potentially break existing encryption methods, compromise critical infrastructure, or launch sophisticated cyber attacks that cripple entire nations. Imagine an AI system that could simultaneously attack power grids, financial networks, and communication systems across multiple countries. Economic disruption also poses a significant risk to social stability. As AI becomes capable of performing increasingly complex tasks, massive unemployment could result. While new jobs might eventually emerge, the transition period could be marked by social unrest, political instability, and widespread suffering. History shows us that rapid economic displacement often leads to conflict and violence. The manipulation of information represents another critical threat. AI systems can already create convincing fake videos, generate false news articles, and impersonate real people online. As this technology improves, distinguishing between real and artificial content will become nearly impossible, potentially destroying our shared sense of reality and democratic discourse. Despite these alarming possibilities, it's crucial to understand that many researchers are working tirelessly to address these challenges. Researchers are developing AI alignment techniques to ensure systems pursue intended goals safely. International organizations are crafting regulations for AI development and deployment. Tech companies are implementing safety measures and ethical guidelines in their AI research. The key insight here is that AI isn't inherently good or evil. It's a tool whose impact depends entirely on how we choose to develop and use it. The threats we've discussed aren't inevitable outcomes, but rather potential futures we must actively work to prevent. Moving forward, the challenge lies in reaping AI's tremendous benefits while minimizing its risks. This requires unprecedented global cooperation, robust safety research, and thoughtful regulation that doesn't stifle innovation but ensures responsible development. The future of AI and humanity isn't predetermined. Every decision made today in research labs, corporate boardrooms, and government halls will shape whether artificial intelligence becomes humanity's greatest achievement or a huge mistake. The choice is still ours to make, but the window for making it wisely is narrowing every day. To make it clear, these, mentioned before, are possible negative scenarios if AI is developed without necessary care or by people having malicious intentions. Here is a clear way to understand current situation. Current AI systems, including very advanced ones, do not have intentions, desires, or goals of their own. They do not secretly plan. They do not form motivations. They only follow patterns and instructions given by humans. The alignment problem is real, but it is about making sure AI systems do exactly what humans want and do not behave in unexpected ways when given complicated tasks. This is a research challenge, not a sign of an inevitable disaster. When experts describe extreme examples, they are illustrating why careful design, oversight, and safety testing are important. The purpose is to prevent any unintended behavior long before it could become dangerous. The idea of an AI deciding on a harmful strategy on its own is not something current systems can do. They cannot form plans outside the boundaries of how they are built and supervised. Future systems will only gain more safety requirements, not fewer. Realistic risks today include misuse by humans, incorrect outputs, biased decisions, or too much reliance on automated systems without human review. These are serious issues, but also manageable with regulation, transparency, and careful engineering. AI risk is real enough that safety research is important, but the dramatic scenario where an AI independently chooses a harmful global plan is not something that is happening now, and it is not an unavoidable future. It is a hypothetical example used to motivate responsible development. What's your biggest concern about AI's impact on society? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue this crucial conversation. And also welcome to watch this video here.